Hello, everybody. I am Yolanda Marie. All right, I'm recording this on this full moon in Leo, you guys. So these are some messages from the Arcturians, basically. Minds are rewriting the story. This is basically what the Arcturians are saying. That's the way that they are. That's the way they said it to me. That's the way they are showing it to me. And this is both collectively and what's playing out with individuals as well. Okay, everybody. There's a hierarchal story that's being rewritten at the level of the mind right now. Now, this is collective. This is the planetary collective. What's happening, you guys? At the level of the mind, now we're at the stage where people are mentally trying to make sense of things to the extent that they are literally rewriting the story, like where I thought I wanted it to be this way, or I thought something was better this way. I'm now figuring out a better way mentally. Okay, so this is, of course, individuals have always been doing this, but in a collective sense, now it's a big push towards that. Okay, a bigger push. More of that is going on. So this is the way they described it to me. Okay, so there's this hierarchal story, which means the layers of power, basically. Where is power and how is power distributed is what the Arcturians are talking about. Mentally, people are trying to make sense of this in a different way for themselves because things aren't necessarily playing out, perhaps like they had imagined them playing out, okay? In some area. Now, wherever that comes to mind for you, tune into that because it might be from a place of separation from the other, right? This isn't what the Arcturians are talking about. Okay, so this could play out a lot of different ways. It could have to do with politics. It could have to do with other things on the world stage as well. But this is an energy, okay? This is a frequency shift that's occurring. So think of it in baby steps, all right? As the frequency is shifting and changing, it is forcing these things to the surface. And that is what plays out through different systems and structures. And that is what pushes people to begin to think more. That's what's going on. So there's a hierarchal story being rewritten at the level of mind. There's an alchemical transmutation of structure happening now. And this is going on, and it's going to be continuing at the quantum level. Now, this is purposeful, thought form, heart creativity. That's a mouthful, right? There is purposeful, thought form, heart creativity happening in this collective. That's this collective, you guys. So through you guys, it's like a higher consciousness collective. You're present in the physical form, but you have expanded in frequency so much that you are intentionally creating through this heart frequency. Now, it's whether you think of it with these words or not, you're doing it. You don't have to be consciously thinking, I'm doing this thing. It's a frequency. You're in the frequency of this more automatic, autonomous creation. And so that is also happening. And that's why it's been important. They want me to remind you to stay focused beyond planetary politics and other structures, even if you notice them and you know what's going on. But keep your focus beyond that because you are creating at a different level, more toward what the collective wants, okay? Beyond that, okay, or in addition to that, they want me to say because of that, the atomic structure will be rewritten gradually. Now, this is with the combination of those two things. So with the combination of people at the mental level, okay, I heard irritated enough to create something new at a mental level with their thought form creativity in a more vigorous way, all right? So you've got that mental creativity, and then you've got the thought form creativity through the heart mind, through the heart frequency. That's you guys, okay? And so those two together are leading to this atomic structure being rewritten. This is how the Arcturians put it. The atomic structure will be rewritten gradually with the combination of the two, meaning the physical systems, okay, which have a correlation to these dense quantum structures that we've been experiencing, they are going to be in flux as they are now for a time, but they're eventually going to morph into a true representation of collective will as the hearts continue to clear debris. So, right now on the planet, hearts are clearing debris and gaining a clarity of self. So, wow, this was like one of these more verbose type of channels, well, where they really wanted me to understand what was going on, somewhat on a quantum level, but more on a broad scale planetary level. There are these layers of activity happening. And so that's what I got, guys. That's the message that came through today, basically. Actually, I think this message in particular came through yesterday. But messages that came through today were quite similar. There's this large sort of energy. I keep wanting to use the word, exchange or change, but it's not like changing out energies. It's like transmuting and building anew, right? And we know that energy never dies or disappears. It's merely redistributed and created in a different way. And so that's what we're doing. We're using this quantum information to create something new, right? Okay, so we're always saying that. I feel like I just said that in the last message as well. But that is so important to understand, that you have the ability to pull from this quantum, let's call it soup, more so because you're so focused through the heart. All right, and so that's what you're doing. Okay, so really just stay focused on loving self, guys. All right, that is the message. I love you so much, beautiful soul family, and I will talk to you again very, very soon. Namaste.